This is Jonathan Agger, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Jay Swingler. We're here ahead of your return to boxing, to Misfits. I mean, straight into it, I was at your fight where in the press conference you said, "That's it, I'm done," which I think a lot of people were surprised about.
Yeah.
Why are you back?
Well, it's redemption, man. I've got to, as I said in some of the interviews earlier, I've got a love for this sport, and I genuinely feel like it's so good for me. I weren't happy with my last fight, and I want to redeem my own. I want to validate myself, and I think I'm going to do that by beating this guy clear as day, and I want to be happy with my performance. I beat him last time, I just wasn't happy with how I performed, and I want to prove to myself that I can do it.
So, were you ever truly retired, or was it kind of like a, spur of the moment kind of thing where you were like, that didn't go how I wanted, so that's it, I'm done?
No, it didn't go like that at all. So basically, I tore my ACL, and I had no knee. My knee was buckling from just walking down the stairs. It was insane. I was meant to go for surgery, opted against it, went for like physio, strengthened the knee, my quads, all around it, and essentially got back into training, and then realised how much I missed it, man. But yeah, I just didn't have a right leg.
So how the hell did you fight with the torn ACL?
So it was actually that camp I had for that fight, I was like on and off training. I would have like 2 weeks where I was absolutely fine, then all of a sudden I was doing some like step ups on like a little like plyo box on the way down, and you'd hear it just crack. It was the most painful thing ever. So every now and then I'd have to just take a 2 week period off of training, and it was just it was a messy camp. It didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but I just masked it with content online as you would. Couldn't give anything away, but by the time I got to the fight, it was okay. It was okay to box off.
So was that like one of the main reasons why you were kind of like thinking that was the end of the boxing stuff?
Well, yeah, because I thought I was going to go for surgery after the fight, because I knew an ACL recovery can be like a proper recovery for me to come back into boxing hard. Could have taken a year and a half, so I was kind of worried about that. And in the meantime, I just thought, you know what, let's just focus back on the YouTube. I've got that there. The audience are waiting for me to come back to it, and I just did that.
Yeah. Was it another reason you came back? Was you were a big ticket seller, in the Misfits game, and you easily sold out Telford rather, and you probably were on course to do even bigger arenas than that. So like, was it also the fans that motivated you to come back?
Well, funny actually, the fans actually wanted me to make YouTube videos, so I'm kind of doing the opposite. But I will say I've got severe ADHD, man, and I'll be focused so much on making videos for a period of time, and I think that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Give it 2 months, I'm like, nah, man, I want to box again. So it's just how it is. It's just how I am. It's how I always have been. I struggle to do things with balance. I struggle to do multiple things at once. It's one thing or another. There's no 50% here and 50% there. It's 100 miles per hour on one thing, and that's it.
So this fight, tell us what's going to be different this time around. It was a great fight the last time, but how's it going to be different?
I think I'm going to box my game rather than chasing this guy down. I'm not going to be looking for a knockout. I'm just going to box. I'm going to outbox him, and I'm not going to go in there with no respect for the guy, thinking that I can just take him out in the first round, because that's what I did with the last fight, and it was a really bad mindset to go in with. So we reflected on that, going back into this camp. I know what I've got to do, and I'll show everybody on November 28th, man.
Now, you're used to sort of, a big atmosphere in your hometown. This is an away day, pretty much. Are you excited for that? How does that affect, how will that affect you on fight night? Does it make any difference?
I prefer it, 100% prefer it, man. There's no pressure on pleasing the crowd in my hometown and getting everyone cheering by knocking some guy out. I want to be there for me that night, and I can't wait.
Who's on your hit list, going forward, if you win this fight, which you obviously believe you will, how does sort of 2025 and beyond look for Jay Swingler?
Well, I don't know yet, but I definitely want to be boxing a few times next year, so as soon as this fight's done with, we can look at the other fights in the other fighters who are in my weight category, and then we'll look at the options and like build a plan. I think it's important for me to build a plan. I need to build a story, because somewhere down the line, I think a rematch with me and Gib is just going to be a banger of a fight.
Yeah. What do you think of his fight against Slim?
You see, I'm in two minds, man. This is a hard question to answer, because I think Slim has the advantage because he's on momentum right now. He's got this 7-0 record. He's got no ring rust. Gib's been away, but also Gib has got dog in him, man. And I said Slim's going to win, but now I regret saying that, because I'm like, oh yeah, but Gib could win. It is genuinely, this is why it's a fight that's going to sell, because, and it's going to be super exciting, because it's like, who is going to win this? Can Gib give Slim his first loss? Let's find out.
And you want the winner, obviously. Where does sort of, in your mind, I know you don't have like a set plan of which way you're going to go, but like, where does it end? Like, obviously Deji, fought Floyd Mayweather. Would it be someone like that, or is there like one particular name where you want to sort of finish this journey with?
No, there's no. I don't think there's ever an end to it. I genuinely don't, man. It's like fucking gambling, bro. It's like, what if, man? What if I did a little bit more? What if I do a bit more next time? But one more. Do you know what I mean? So it's never ever gonna end, I don't think. But I'm never a satisfied person. So this will keep going, yeah, until I feel like it. Until the motion changes, until the scene changes. Let's say, I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen?
We've got a massive fight as well in November. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. What do you think of the fight? And do you like it? Do you not like it? Like, everyone's got opinions on if it should happen, if it shouldn't happen. What do you think?
I don't think it's a bad thing at all, man. There's no different Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson to any of the fights that are going like KSI versus Tommy Fury. I know that Tommy Fury and Mike Tyson are two completely different calibers of fighters, but still, at the end of the day, it's crossover fighting. It's the game's changing now, and the environment's changing. People are more accepting of it all. I think Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, which is fucked.
I mean, a lot of people think like he's just going to get in there and knock him out because he's the younger man.
Yeah. Mike Tyson is a beast, though. He's still a beast, and I think the problem with Mike Tyson is, I don't think he's got the dog anymore. He's turned into a nice guy. He's gone to spirituality and all this stuff now. Guy does ayahuasca and mushrooms on podcasts, so I think he's a much calmer guy now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just final question, Jay. We haven't seen KSI in the ring. He's obviously had the injury which ruled him out. Who do you want to see him fight next?
I'm not that interested in seeing KSI fight many people other than Jake Paul now. Whoa, what am I hearing over there, man? But I think, I just want to see that fight get put to bed now. I need to see KSI versus Jake Paul.
Who wins?
KSI. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Jake Paul's that good, I genuinely don't. He's just got that right hand and he does the man's swimming when he throws his right hand.
Well, Jay, appreciate your time. Obviously, November 28th, you and NichLmao, who's in the room. So appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.